Hi, welcome back to Raunchy Reality Recaps, and in this video we're going over Teen Mom star Ryan Edwards. Now, recently he was taken into custody while he was at his court hearing because, he wasn't complying. And apparently from the Star, they were there today, Friday, to see what was going on. So they did capture it, and check out the Star too because they have a lot more information as well. And the caption says, "Holiday behind bars, Teen Mom star Ryan Edwards drug test results revealed as judge snaps at entitled star and orders him to a month in jail." Which, after seeing just the damage he's did to his house alone and all of Mackenzie's stuff and his children's stuff and left his stuff alone, just sorry. I don't feel sorry for him at all. I don't. So yeah, it's hard for me to feel sorry for this man. I mean, he is 35. He's not a young man. He's mid 30s, going to be pushing 40 in a couple years. So yeah, he has 3 kids. I don't feel sorry for this man because the damage he did to that house was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, putting stuff through walls, like writing stuff on the walls. Like, he pulled the fridge. That was a big fridge. Like, come on. Like, that's a lot of rage. Like, I mean, I don't care how much rage I am. The second that I start, like, trying to, like, air the fridge over, it's like, I'd get, like, over it and be like, man, this is too much. you know? I just give up because I'd be like, I don't feel like pulling my back out for a fridge, So, it's just, and it's hard to be funny with that, but it's just the rage he had to destroy that house. So I really don't feel sorry for him. So let's get into the article before I keep on going on about how much I dislike him. So anywho, apparently he was there. His mama was there too in the back, with a daddy, I think. Well, let's get into the article and we'll talk about it. So look, yeah, I don't know. Y'all, I'm flipping all around. So, anywho, yeah, judge called him entitled. Again, he is a 35-year-old man, not a man in his 20s. That's him appearing in court. Okay, so Ryan arrived back in the court from the Silverdale Detention Center on December 8th to get the results of his drug test in his driving under the influence, possession of a controlled substance, and simple possession in a court case. So it revealed that Ryan passed his drug test, which that's good. So I'm not going to keep on saying that word because I just really like said it twice. Let's not say that word because I don't want to get pushed back. And I don't even know what this YouTube thing is. So anywho, yeah, he passed his test, but was still given over a month in jail for not following the terms of probation, which, yeah, he needs a good swift kick in the rear for him to do what he's told. It's ridiculous. Like, he doesn't have a job. He don't take care of his kids. He don't have his kids full time. Like, why couldn't you do all this? There was no reason why. You have no other prior obligations. So why couldn't you? This should be your first priority. And it's not. Getting sober, doing the right thing is not his first priority. It's hanging out, having his new girlfriend. That's his first priority. So, I mean, we all see that. Anywho, yeah, so he was led into the courthouse by an officer. He was handcuffed in an armed jumpsuit. The district attorney began the hearing. They said, "We have a pass D screen." The state is surprised. Yeah, I think we're all surprised, including the state. So, the state believes Mr. Edwards doesn't want to take his probation seriously. It's good he passed the screen. He needs a vitriol shot. He was a couple weeks late on it. My request would be we monitor his progress and ask the court to submit the reports on his progress, including his AA meetings. All of that should be simple for someone on a rehabilitation track to do well and doesn't want to go to jail for years. Yeah, exactly. The lawyer responded, he passed his screening. He should have been more diligent with the court's requirement. The ultimate object of those requirements is he doesn't use and he hasn't used. The ultimate objective. I mean, yeah, but he still has other things that he needs to be fulfilling. And again, if he doesn't have any other prior allegations, then what's the big deal? Okay, we know he probably had a car because he was speeding, okay? He can obligate himself to go out to a bar. He can obligate himself to drive that fast. Like, he can obligate himself to get to his responsible things, like his AA meetings and stuff, the shots, all that. But the judge, who's probably tired of looking like he's, helping Ryan out in the media, said there was plenty of time for him to get it out of his system from the time he took the test. And the judge knows. I don't know how many more opportunities Mr. Edwards is entitled to. He has failed to do what he's supposed to do. He has been revoked and put in jail for almost 3 months. He's had violations at Oatis and Caddis. I don't know how you say that, but they didn't kick him out. He wants to stand here and ask for more time to do it. How many more chances does Mr. Edward think he's going to get? What do you think when he doesn't follow the program? He's gotten so many chances, and every single time he's got an opportunity to do things he should have been doing. Now he's back again. Thank you, Judge. I mean, thank you. This is what we wanted to hear the whole entire time. Anyways, it goes today. Out of nowhere, he sets up the shot. You shouldn't have to tell him that. It's simple. Time and time again, he knows he will not do it until he's made to do it. Here we are today. Yeah. And this probably is thanks to his parents raising him. I'm going to say mama. I think he got away with a lot of stuff. And, mama probably, that's right. That's a baby boy. So yeah, I it all started with mama. Anywho, so it says he's been to 3 different rehab facilities in Texas. He voluntarily left and didn't do what he was supposed to do. He showed up down here, passed out in a truck, and he had to be Narcan several times. He was given more chances and more rehab. I mean, yeah, you almost lose your life, and you like, dang, dude, come on. Here we are. He was in an altercation in a bar. He was dragged out. His decision making throughout he has not improved at all. Thank you, Judge. I mean, I wish, like, I'd be standing up in the back just clapping, and then I get thrown in jail for disturbing court probably. But yeah, makes you want to just be like, yeah, say it, Judge. In the back. Anywho, yeah, not approved at all. The lawyer responded, Mr. Edward doesn't feel entitled when somebody has a problem. Stopping that is a battle based on his latest screen that shows progress that he's trying. He's doing everything ordered. No, sir, but I think he's going to try. He hasn't been trying at all. The judge fired back. He's been tested several times in custody in Caddis and Oasis. He's negative. As far as his addiction is successful, he's not willing to do anything he's told. He's not blaming it on addiction today. Judge Starnes then let Ryan speak, and he says, it's not like... I'm just going to talk like Ryan. It's not like I was trying to get a shot. I do go to AA meetings. I was not trying to ignore you in court. And I intended to... Okay, I'm going to quit talking like I couldn't even do it, y'all. They only take the first 2 people. When I enrolled, I got the date to go. It was on the court date at 2. Judge Starnes responded, you had plenty of days to go back and get it. You did miss 2 meetings over the Thanksgiving holiday. You backed the court into a corner, and you continue to do that. We gave you chance after chance. You're not you're not negative. You're not going to follow anything you've been told to do. Ryan responded, I will have that shot. The judge said you scheduled it because you were in front of me. Yeah. He's right. I'm not going to continue to be your babysitter. Thank you. Snap, Judge, thank you. You're a grown adult. You always take the wrong route. You have kids. You do what you think you were going to do. I think Ryan, like this, you couldn't have done this a little bit sooner, Judge. But anywho, I'm glad somebody's telling Ryan like it is. Somebody needs to tell him like it is, because nobody wants to. I mean, we see it. We see it with his parents, his mama more than his daddy. We see it with, you see it with Macy with this last season, and I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's just because Macy's born and she needs some drama on MTV, and that's why she was kind of like more, I don't know how you put it, like, she came with like understanding of Ryan than Mackenzie. Yeah, so yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way, because I don't know however you look at it. Again, however you look at it, Ryan was the person that did all this, and Mackenzie was the person that had to deal with Ryan doing all this. So yeah, maybe Mackenzie wasn't okay. Number one, Mackenzie was really young. Number two, Mackenzie had to be in that situation where you're with somebody, and yeah, she didn't make the greatest decision. She shouldn't have got with him, but again, she was young, and people do stupid things that they shouldn't have done that they regret. A lot of people do. She isn't the only one, but does she deserve to get treated like that? No, she doesn't. And somebody that's in a situation with somebody like that, it turns you into a different person. It really does. It does. The person you were with before that person, you're a different person. And when you get out of that situation, you become kind of back to that different person, but you're not all the way. So I think it was MTV money. And that she wanted to look more understanding to Ryan, so it would be okay for him to be on TV. Nobody should be paying that man, okay? I'm sorry, if you're going to throw other people off of, the show and everything because they do wrong stuff and you don't want to give them that money, then Ryan needs to be that way too. I'm sorry. Like, come on. You see all the crap he did. And y'all thrown MTV throwing other people off. So, yeah. And I think it's because and you see Amber too. Like, come on. They pick and choose. They really do. They pick and choose. Anyhow, let's get back to this. But yes, I'm glad somebody finally in his life told him that. Yeah, y'all know I like to go off in tangents. So it says, she would be fine to let him out to get the shot on December 12th. The judge responded, how many more chances do we need to give him? Thank you, Judge. She responded, if he failed the screen, I would argue he needs to spend months in custody. I don't know if there's an option for him to get it in jail. I'm at a loss. My concern is public safety. The concern is the DUI, the reckless driving. Exactly. Could you imagine if between 100 and something, 130 or however much was, that is ridiculous. That is horrible. Just imagine if something bad happened that night, okay? Just imagine. And to think, and I mean, that's even horrible to imagine, but just to think that if something did tragically, horribly did happen because of his reckless driving, somebody innocent was, taken away because of his reckless driving after they let him out when they should have kept him. Could you imagine? I mean, again, Don't imagine. It's horrible, but it's horrible to think of that if something did happen because all this and you let him out again and he's like, yeah, he's going to go home happy with a smile because he got let out again. And guess what if it happens again? What if he gets a DUI? What if, he drives recklessly again because he keeps on getting out and something happens? And this guy that shouldn't have been out, and he should have took responsibility. He should have been punished for his actions, but people kept on doing favors and, letting stuff slide. It's sad. And you think about it, it happens all the time. Because really, you think how many people that drive around and drive around recklessly like that have so many tickets? Drive around drunk like that. They have a whole bunch of tickets. And it's just a slap on the wrist, slap on the wrist, slap on the wrist. And nothing happens. Until somebody gets really hurt or loses their life. Because somebody wasn't made to take responsibility in their life. Because they wouldn't. Or however that goes. But yeah, anyway, serious talk. Yeah, y'all, anywho, this is going to be a long video. Yeah, so he says he put himself in the bullseye. If I let him out, he'll be right back here. Sending him back to rehab won't help. He won't do it. He won't do what he's supposed to do. Yes? Give me one more chance to show. Judge Storms cut him off. Good. I have given you chance after chance. I'm glad to see that you're not on, that's very important. I moved this to January 17th. My inclination is that you serve 3 years. I'll move this to January 17th. We can try to get you the shot in jail. I'm not going to go out of my way. Your attorney can help you. We'll do a furlough for them to take you there and get it and get back. Yeah, and when the judge asked him the time of the shot, he said he wasn't sure. His family made the appointment. Ryan, you need to make the appointment. You are a 35-year-old man. You need to make the appointment. This is what he doesn't get it. Or you need to make sure. I mean, maybe he made the appointment while he was in the clink, so maybe his family had a call. I don't know, but still, he should have made sure what time it was. I mean, yeah, they do have phones. It's always an excuse. Thank you, Judge. Finally. Yeah, his mother, Jen, and Father Larry were in attendance. They sat towards the back of the gallery in support of their troubled son. Jen was crying hysterically as Judge Starnes spoke. I'm sorry. I'm just chuckling on that because I'm like, Jen, you need to get it together. You need to quit crying over your baby boy and make him understand punishment. You should... Oh my God, if this was my kid, I would go up to the judge and shake his hand myself for finally making a 35-year-old man that just happens to be my child stand up for his responsibilities, or be made to be punished or something. Not crying in the back because my baby boy's not going to be there for the holidays. Jen, you are probably partly the reason. I hate to say this because I hate parent shaming, but you're partly the reason that your son fails to get his act together. Okay, sweetie, you are part of the reason probably. So quit crying. Thank the judge for doing the job you should have done a long time ago. And, make your son be responsible for something. Anyhow, yeah, she shook her head in disagreement with the judge. Starnes came down hard on Ryan. Oh, hush. Jen, he's doing your job. You should have done it a long time ago. Oh, and his, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. His girlfriend Amanda was there, and she was the one that shook her head. Seemed emotional throughout the hearing. Girl, you hush, girl, just hush. Anyways, yeah. So that's about it. They start going and talking about other stuff, but yeah, that's about it. This is about 20 minutes long, y'all. I'm sorry you have to listen to this, but it's just crazy. It really is how I'm glad. I mean, it sucks, but you know, this is a grown man that, from I'll listen to Grace report. She said he didn't have a job, so I'm just going to take her word on it. But you don't have a job, you don't have full custody of your kid, and you can't do these steps to make sure you stay out of jail. I kind of don't feel sorry for you when you had the ability, a simple ability to keep it out, and you were instead partying and racing and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah. Y'all know what I mean. Anywho, y'all have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah. Y'all have a great day. Bye.